live. I'm still setting up. It's 3 o'clock South African time. Okay, 1 minute past. So let me just turn this around. There we go. How about that? Yeah. No, you don't want my tricks. Why is this going funny? Might help if I put my glasses on. Okay. Oh, hi, Shirley. Now, I just want to connect to my TV because it's easier to watch on TV to make sure I'm on camera. Come here, my little Morino. So, no, this is not what I want. Oh, there we go. Hang on. Oh, that's better. But why is it not? There we go. I can see it. Wonderbar. Let's just push this back a little bit. I've got my baby in my arms. Let me put him in his basket because you can't be in my arms. My little Yorkie. Why is this showing my desk all the time? I don't want it to. But now, let me just say escape. Okay. So we've only got one at the moment. Oh, no, I've got 3 viewers. Hello, other viewers. I don't know who you are. But as you can see on my desk, I'm using my phone. I have to organize my camera. I hope it's not too dark. It's been raining. We've just missed a huge rain, thank goodness. Loads of noise. Can you hear me okay? Oh, hi, Kim. Nice to see you here. And there's lots of shadow, unfortunately, because I've got the lights on. So not much I can do about that. Shall I put it just a little bit closer? So we're going to make a simple folio, guys. And I am using leftover paper, 12 by 12 paper. It's still too far forward, my camera. Why is it doing that? I don't want it to fall off. I don't want you to see my belly. I mean, really. Let's tilt it a bit more. And, okay, let's do. My goodness, I'm practically pointing outside. Ah, there we go. I think that's better, huh? Oh, good, loud and clear. So what I have here, I'm going to make a fabric cover. You know me and my fabric covers. I just love using fabric everywhere. This is just plain old calico. And I found this piece. It's so beautiful. It's a very deep midnight blue. I'm not sure if it's the right thing. And then I have this old Biggie Best. If I don't finish this today, I mean, I probably won't. I'll do the decorating afterwards or in another video. Then maybe we can continue tomorrow. So this is just an old 12 by 12 Prima cover that I'm going to use for the cover. So I'm using lots of leftovers. I wish we could get this love letter kit. It's a journal kit. Look at the stuff on the back. It's beautiful, but I don't think you can get it anymore. So this is the paper I'm going to use. I don't have a lot, so it's not going to be a humongous folio. up, beautiful pages up. This just happens to be perfect there. All we now need to do on here, let me move the fabric out the way. Glue gun is on. Hey, why isn't my glue gun on? Come on now. Is it on? I can't believe it. I pushed it off and plugged in my phone in the wrong place. No. Oh, hang on. Let me move this around. There we go. Yes, glue this. Let's put the paper away. I've got some of these from 49 Market. I love their ephemera, by the way. It's really nice. Whether or not I use it, I don't know. I'm not planning on using acetate. Now, I'm not going to make this so big, so long, I mean. Let's just pull that out a bit more. Let me just examine this paper and see. It's always a good idea. That'll make a nice booklet. Yeah, so that's great. Look at this. It is a beautiful color. Look at this. It's like a plum winey color, which I love. I just want to see what I'm going to be chopping off. Because I think if I make it like 9 inches long, it's already, I think that should be fine. That still gives me 4 inches of a 12 by 12. Let me just see this. Hi, Sherry. Thanks for joining us. It's very blurry, isn't it? Is it blurry, guys? Sorry, I'm just adjusting. A little bit more. Okay, let's just carry on. So, because this is now, I hope you keep the covers, by the way, of your of your 12 by 12s if you buy them, because I use them a lot for covers. So this is 5 1/4. I should write it down because I'll forget. I make so many, so I don't remember. I usually have a notepad, but there isn't. 5 1/4, and I want to make a long one. Why not? 8. So I've still got that to use. It's a little bit. No, I'll make it 8. Yeah, gives me a little bit more leeway for pockets and things. Or shall I make it 8? That looks so small. No, I think I'm going to make it 8 1/2. Definitely. Let's cut it. Let's cut this piece, and then it's just easier to work with. Eight and a half. There we go, on my cover. This can be, shall I throw this away? We'll see. And we'll see. I only throw stuff away at the very end. Otherwise, I just hold on to everything. This is going to be neat. And then, now we need to make, so this won't be a separate spine. So, the spine, I want to make, so this is going to be more like a folio. Maybe at a later stage, if there's room, I'll add a tall, skinny journal to it. So if I make this, it's not going to be too big. Yeah, let me make a 2-inch spine. I think that'll be perfect. The Riverside folio is a 2-inch spine. I don't know if you've seen a video on that. If you haven't, go and have a look. And don't forget to like, please. It helps me a lot. That's a nice size, guys. Look at that. So now I'm just going to cut. And let's do it this way too. And again this way. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to measure 5 and what did I say? 1/4 from that side of the spine. Okay, let's get rid of this. I don't have a plan for this, so I'm completely ad-libbing. So if I do go quiet, it's because I'm thinking how I'm going to attach something. So I said 5, I think that is 5 1/4. You know, I hate when it's not, and I always like, it doesn't show because it's broken there, if you know what I mean. So just to double check, 5 1/4, would you look at that, is, yeah, that is 5 1/4. Got to be 100% sure. I mean, if it's a little bit off as well, it doesn't matter. It's okay. Right. So we have, it's gone. Sorry guys, there's nothing I can do when it hangs. It's the internet. Right. Now I'm going to plump it up because I like plumping it up. So there's, if you don't have a glue gun, then just use double-sided tape to stick it down, just to hold it in place. So this is my batting, and it's too thick, as you can see. And then this one I've already, so what I normally do when it's too, I'm using one I have in stock. So let's just stick this down. Yep, I hope this is hot enough. I mean, you don't need a lot of glue. You just want to hold it in place. And I'm going to do the separate, the spine and whatever, from the cover. So let's just do that. And then I can cut. Oh, okay, well, I'm going to, but I mean, this is stretchy, so I'm going to make to the end. There. Do it. I'm stitching because it must be stitched. I think it is anyway. The fabric, you'll see what I'm talking about in a moment. Okay. Then let's do this side. You see, it is a little bit narrow. What about this piece here? And sometimes if I patch it together, if you know what I mean. If there's a piece missing, I'll cut a piece for there. Or we can just stretch. Do you see this one? I think needs to be peeled. This one hasn't been, is a little bit thick. You can also, if you've got it, you can use the compressed batting as well for your covers. There we go. Yeah, that's perfect. So I prefer to glue and then cut down. Or, like I say, use double-sided tape. I mean, if you don't have a glue gun, ladies, get one. It's worth it. I use mine for everything. It's fast. Let's just pull it a little bit there. Hold that down. See what I mean about patching it to save? Like so. Phew, I got this humidity. I mean, it's too much. I can't stand humidity. Otherwise, I would live in Durban. But it's been so humid because it just makes me sweat. Go. Cut what needs cutting. You can cut a little bit there. And these I keep. I keep just about everything. I will use them for, I don't know, all sorts of stuff to stuff things with, whether it's a doll or a rabbit. Kim, you're in Joburg, so is it pouring down with rain? You don't have to be too particular about this. Usually, if I don't use the batting, I will use calico, but I don't. I think maybe I'm only going to use calico, maybe, or maybe not even at all. Just use cardstock on there. Come on, let's pull this down just a little bit more, yeah. So is it hot where you are, Shirley? Is it boiling? So now let's quickly do the, and again, you don't have to get all too particular. So I'm just going to put it on the spine. I can't fast forward anything, guys. So the next time maybe we're going to do this, and you will need this. You know me though, most times I come online when I can, you know, so it's kind of like the last moment. There we go. That is perfecto. I do love making folios, but they take time. There are a big folio like that Riverside. Oh my goodness. It takes time. And to decorate it afterwards, you know. So let's just see. I think this is looking super good. Yep. Now, let's get this out the way. I just picked up bits and pieces as well. Look at this gorgeous fabric. And this tiny ruffle. That's all I've got. I am going to make this a bit shabby chic. So oh, come on. Am I back? This is such a pain. I don't know why it lags like this. It does it every time. So once again, I'm going to make sure it's right up there. And now I'm just going to place some glue on the actual fabric, okay? And then press it down to hold it in place. Just so it doesn't move when I sew. Look at that, and now you've got a nice puffy, and it's just a gorgeous feel. I don't even think, no, I don't need to do any more there. Same thing on this side. Let's make sure. Covered. Oh man, I've done this. It's not on the, oh boy, to take this off now. Well, it's not too bad. It hasn't dried. Thank goodness. I needed to put it a little bit more in. There. Right. Stay. So. And you don't want to go right on the edge where the stitching is going to be if you're using a glue gun. Otherwise, again, you can use your double-sided tape to do this. Okay. Now, this gorgeousness will go straight here. And a spot of glue to hold everything. Now I haven't got blue in. I've got a cotton in my sewing machine. I've got brown, which is fine, because there's a lot of brown on this paper too, you see. Look, gorgeous. Okay guys, this is going to be the boring part. I'm sorry about that. Maybe grab yourselves a drink. I am quickly now just for the zigzag stitch around it and down the spine. I'm just wondering if I should do, look at that, 27 minutes, and this is all I've done. But so maybe we will finish tomorrow, or we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay. I don't know why. So grab yourselves a drink. Go make a cup of tea. Go to while I do the stitching. Or just do something. Like I say, it's live, so it's not going to. Unless I try and bring my. Can I bring my sewing machine here? That way it won't be too boring. Oh, no, you can't see a thing now. Okay, I'm putting it back. That didn't work because the camera is not high enough. Right here. Right. And like I said, I'm just wondering if I should put the calico. All right, I'm going to do the calico because it's just going to be odd. And that will be quick. I use calico. You can use anything you want. I just happen to have loads of this. I used to do a lot of candle wicking, you see, long time ago. So more or less line it up. Let's do like so. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Cut it down. Let's cut this down more or less. And I'm going to do the same thing with the glue gun to hold it in place. I do normally iron my stuff, but it's got crinkled in the interim. You just want to hold it in place, otherwise it squirms everywhere, and then you don't get a nice. We'll see how fine. I don't know. Let's do that. Just if it. And there we have it. How easy was that now? Not difficult. Now, it's very nice. Okay, guys, take 10. And I'll sew it right on the edge. Let me put it onto my zigzag stitch to 11. Let's bring that, just make it as small as possible. Sorry, I'm picking the phone. Oops. Okay, I'll be back. Yeah. And you're not looking for a straight line. It doesn't have to be. Mine are never completely straight. I like them a little bit squonk. So. Unfortunately, I have to do this now before we actually start the journal. It's not like I can leave it for afterwards. Looking good. If you don't have a sewing machine, guys, or you just don't want to sew, just glue it down, you know. That's what you're going to have to do. But I love the stitching on here. So sorry, this is, as I said, a bit boring. So it's almost done. I'm just going along the upper side now. paddle's running away from me. Get back here. All right. Unfortunately, so we've done that, guys. I know. Hi, Key. You're watching in the car. So look, can you see the puffiness? Love it to bits. And this is the beautiful calico. Let's see what happens. I thought this was going to happen, guys. I should have separated my spine. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Because can you see what's happening there? Maybe I should have glued it more. But now I need to do this guy. So let's do that quickly. And if I run out of cotton in my bobbin, I'm going to scream. I've run out. Can you believe it? I should have checked. This is now the third bobbin I'm using. And unfortunately, I have to do it now. Okay, let's start the base. Maybe I'll try and finish this. I'll try and finish this later, so you can see. Let's take that off. Okay, and you can see this is all crooked, but that's fine. What I will do, I normally do this right at the end. I am just going to feel for the edge. And I've got my pinking shears. And that's what I will do. I will trim the whole thing now. And it doesn't have to be matchy-matchy. You know, it doesn't matter if one side is longer than the other. It actually makes it look very shabby, which is what you want. So, and then I will show you. And once the spine is done, it'll look even lovelier. Because we are going to start with the base now. Portfolio. Look at that. Pinking shears are pricey, but you know, if you're working with a lot of fabric, they are good to have as well. It's a good tool to have. You get all different prices. Anyway, okay, I'm not going to trim that on the live now, but you get what I'm trying to do. Also, now what I normally do, but I just didn't want to slow down this whole process, is I would decide which is going to be the front. So once I will probably put a piece of lace down here, and it's lovely and squonky. But it doesn't look like much now, but don't worry, it will. What I should have done, and what I always do actually before I put on this piece, is put whatever I want to put on my cover. Let's say, I sew it on. Let's say I was going to use this. I'll do it off camera, guys. We'll come back tomorrow. What do you say, 3 o'clock? Same time? Sorry, I'm just reading the... Hello from Sweden, Benita. Welcome. Thanks for coming and joining us. So then I would stitch around there. But it's also okay to do it afterwards, because then you'll get the stitch in there, which also looks nice. It's really just, you know, depends on what you want to do. So what are we going to do now? I have to... Let me just get some of this fabric out the way. It's all over the place now. And I just need to clear it a bit and get it out the way. Also, if you're not happy, what did I drop? I'm always dropping something. You could also put another piece of fabric on the top you know, on top of the spine to make it different. I normally like to have a different spine. I mean, look at that. It's beautiful. Maybe I'll still glue it on. We'll see at the end. We'll see. So let's see. So I said we are making it. I've dropped a piece of paper. I dropped everything, guys. And that's such a mission. There we go. To pick it up. So maybe we'll start with this one. Like I say, you've missed this part, some of you. I'm using scraps left over from scrap pads. And I want to keep it simple for the live as well, you know, because it gets irritating. Look at this page. Normally I do take them all apart. This is also gorgeous. Don't have to mix and match with this. And there we go. And this, of course, will be kept to make soft, like this one. This is going to be a sort of a soft cover, see? But still strong. So, let's put these aside. Now, I said I'm going to start. So beautiful. Okay, no, not that one. Really doesn't matter. Like I say, I'm winging it as we go. This one, I've only got one page of this. And no cardstock. Cuts your price down by half, guys. Well, almost half, if you know what I'm saying. So let's get this guy. And then we are going to cut it down. The journal is, or folio is, oh, I didn't put the length. That's very clever. And of course I don't remember what it is because when you make so many, you forget. This is 8.5. So yes, I will cut it 8.5. Let's cut this bit off first. Ugh. Having said that we're not using cardstock, I will probably still use some cardstock to make my base, if you know, the flat page. Or you can just use this. I'm going to start with this. Okay. Yeah. Just checking it's the right way. Always check what's the right way. Let's put it at 8.5. Let's cut it. And then we have 5.25. Now normally I would stitch. That's not 5.25. Yes, it is. Oh, it just looks tiny. That's all. Yeah, it's 5.25, which will go just fine right here. Yeah. So there's my base. Okay, this is now where we start putting stuff on here. And you have to be careful which order you're going to put stuff on. I'm going to put this page. Oh, look at that. Blank books. Oh, that's going to look beautiful. So let's do, so now I am going to give myself more than 0.5 centimeter on here. I'm just first let me cut it down to 8.5, shall we? Let's cut it down to the right size. 8 and where is it? Eight and a half. There we go. So we're going to join this, but we've got to be aware now that we're going to add stuff on here and stuff on the front. So you want to have enough of a little spine here for the pockets and flaps and things that you are going to add. So I'm not even going to cut this down just yet. We'll see. What I mean, I'm not going to cut it down to 5.5. So where's my, here. So we can join it. Half an inch. And again, it depends on the size of your folio, how big you're going to make your spine. I'm going to just make mine 1/2 inch. Like I said, I'm stressing a little bit because I don't have a lot of this paper. I was actually going to do a mixed one, you know, just mixed papers left over from other journals or mini albums or whatever it is I was doing. And then let's do that. Right. So it is easier to see if you distress. These days, I don't know why, I don't do a lot of distressing anymore. And I'm not going to sit here and distress on camera either. I mean, it's as bad as watching paint dry, but it helps just to do a little bit to see exactly where your border is. I mean, yeah, your spine. It helps when you come to gluing it down. So now you can cut this any fancy shape you want. Okay, so let's add, so that's going to be there. Then we're going to have that there. Can you see my spine? And now from here to here, I'm going to cut it to 5.25. So let's do it. Maybe I should do it on camera. So from my spine, because sometimes if it's long, what I do is I'll fold it back so as not to waste paper. Although I don't waste paper. 5.25. I hope that's about right. Great, we have a great piece here now for a belly band or something. So that's the first one there. Now we need to look for something else, guys, to put. Now you could just carry on and build from here once this is joined. I suppose you could. You know, I've chosen to cut that there, by the way, which I like. Fortunately, this is just not enough to add there. So now let's just take, I've got 2 sheets of this. This is really going to be a small one. Oh no, wait, I've got that. This paper's beautiful. Why not? Why not? So I'm going to cut this, what did I say, 5.25? Maybe I'll cut it the same length as this. Why not? Let's do it the easy way. Or do I want a smaller flap? No, I want a smaller flap. Let's do a smaller flap on the other side. But you notice now, I'm not joining it together yet, because it depends how I'm going to layer those pages. it takes a while to make one. So that is 5.5. So beautiful. Let's cut this top off again. Yes. And then we are going to cut it to 8.25. Come now. And this is also going to hold photographs mostly for me. What did I say? No, it's not 5.25. It's 8.5. Oh, you could make it shorter as well. Oh, no. I'm thinking. Okay, I'll think later. So there we have this beautifulness. And again, I don't cut. It takes a lot of thinking when you're making a folio on how you're going to add things. Okay, so once again, I'm doing it's 1 inch, or the complete thing, or half an inch and half an inch. Okay, so now we need to see what it's going to look like. It takes a lot of time, especially when you're making a big complicated one like the Riverside Journal. I don't think people appreciate what goes into making these folios. So that's going to look fabulous there. And you know what? I'm going to cut it right here. I just think it looks spiffing right there on my, yes, that's fine. Yes, and I've got a lovely big piece to play with. And you also need to decide if you're going to do anything on the back. For our purposes, I'm just, maybe I won't, you know what, I'll decide that afterwards. As I say, I am stressing a bit because there's not a lot of paper. And again, it just helps to make your spines clear when it comes to gluing. So I'm going to glue this down now. Normally I would stitch it. Oh, keep bumping this. Are you still with me, guys? 3 p.m. tomorrow. Great, Shirley. Because we're not going to do this in one day. And like I say, I am ad-libbing it. So let's put, yeah. Now, depending on what you want, I'm finicky. That's why I use my finger like this, because I hate corners that lift, you know. But then, there. Now, you can either put it on top there. It depends on what you're going to do. For the purposes of this one, I am going to join it right here. Always, before you check that you can lift it up quite happily. So you see now you've got your spine there. Again, remember this spine depends on how much work you're going to put on the inside of here. Sometimes I make them bigger. And now let's put this one on. No, I'm doing that wrong because I'm joining it. Let me get this thing out of my mouth. Because I'm joining it on the back, not on the front. I've had this paper for years, guys. So that will go there. Beautiful. Perfect. Make sure it goes nicely, because sometimes we get it skew and then it doesn't come up nicely. Fabulous. So now I have this gorgeous piece right here. And this piece, I think I'm going to put in there or like that even. Yeah. So this lovely piece, I mean, this is just begging to be distressed. I'll finish it later. So now I'm going to join it. I'm going to flap it that way. Beautiful. Or that way. So once again, we're going to add it 1/2 inch. And this time I'm not going to do another 1/2 inch. I'm only going to do just again to give it leeway, because we're probably going to put pockets or stuff there. So it's just another 1/8 of an inch to give it a little spine. And again, I want to see my spines. There we go. See that? Now you can see what you're doing. So now this, what am I going to do on the back? Because I'm going to glue this down. I'm not going to do the back. So, but whatever I put here, whether it's a pocket or a pocket there or something there, I've got a little bit of leeway for bulk. Okay, so I think I'm like that. And also you can round your corners if you want. For the moment I'm not rounding my corners, and this comes nicely in the middle. So I'm just thinking, guys, you know what I want to do? It's going to involve sewing. I better watch my battery. This plastic stuff, plastic netting, would make a beautiful pocket here. Look at that. So I'm going to stitch this on, and it doesn't hide the design. I have a thing about hiding, because these papers are so beautiful. I'm going to have to use so it's not going to make a very big pocket. Let me think. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So let's just cut. And again, the pocket doesn't have to be straight on the top. A little bit crooked will actually make it look very nice and tatty. Okay. And I'm not going to glue, if I use my glue gun on this, it'll probably, but again, if you want to hold it in place, where's my, I've got it, let me show you as well. I'm sure you do it anyway. Oh, here it is, right in front of me. Use your see-through, your double-sided, very thin tape, and you just need a little bit. You don't need a whole lot, just to hold it in place while you stitch. Okay. And just a little bit here, except there. Okay, but before I put it on there, I'm going to quickly stitch across the top, guys. I've got no cotton. Okay, forget that plan. Let's do this. I really should have checked my bobbin. Because you want to, so it's visible. You see that? And let's just take that hanging piece there. This is really annoying. Unless I've got another brown one. Let's have a quick look there, so I don't have to sit here. I do, look. Let me stick that in. It'll be enough for our purposes here. There we go. There we go. Houston, we have liftoff. You'll see how nice the stitching will make it. And then maybe I'm still going to add lace or something, or some sort of trim. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like. Okay, I'm just going to stitch along the top quickly. Also, just a zigzag. You can do straight stitch as well. I do a lot of straight stitch too. And then I'm going to stick it down so that it stays down onto my little pieces of tape. Guys, are you learning something? Or are you like, ugh, we know this? There we go. I do this with my acetate as well, by the way. I'll hold it in place with the tape before I actually stitch. That way there's no wiggle room. Right, I'm just going to stitch the pocket on now. Let me use straight. No, I'm just going to use. Are you? Almost done. There we go. This plastic stuff is really nice. There, and there we have a gorgeous pocket. So if you're going to do stitching and stuff, you've got to do it before you actually add it on. But like I said, we are keeping this simple. And I think, guys, I'm going to add another spine here, because I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Let me add a little bit more of a spine, just in case we do something marvelous in there. So I'm just adding another 1/8. Rather too much, you know, because once you start putting stuff in and photographs and memorabilia, then it bulks out. So once again, let's just do like so. So pretty. And also because I'm joining it at the back and underneath rather than on top. Because if I put it on top, I'm going to have to hide that. And since I don't know what I'm doing, I am just going to. But you always keep your 1/2 inch there. Am I making sense? Are you enjoying this? Or you thinking, been there, done that? So let's do this. Let's just make sure it's more or less in the center. Make sure we can fold it up nicely. Yes, and that should do it. So look at that, the beginning of a folio. Good. Oh, thanks, Kim. How about that? Looks fabulous. There we go. Now, oh, what's the time? I've been on an hour. Let me just plug my phone back in. Switch my machine off because I don't want to run out of. Where's my phone? Oh, it's in. It's in. I'm a bit worried. Right. I hope my phone is in. If I suddenly go off completely, then you know my phone's gone flat because the plug is, for whatever reason, not staying up. Okay, so let's look along. This is how I make my folios. But like I said, I'll spend a lot of time hooing and hawing and whatever. Just what we're going to do. I tell you what, I'm going to use Yeah, these are like journal cards. So let's cut a journal card because we don't want it to be exactly the same. So I'm going to cut right across here. Let's see if I can cut straight. Never cut straight. Even the papers don't come straight. Beautiful. And then I'm going to cut you out. And let's see what we're going to do. So I think, or we could even, oh, that looks so nice like that. Sorry guys, I am thinking of how we're going to do this. Or we can make that a big pocket just to put in photographs. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Let's, I'm looking for my little board, scoring board. Here it is. This is perfect to make a pocket in. And then we can add lots of photographs or whatever it is we're adding. So I'm doing my 1/2 inch here. And I really want to tear it a bit. I'm into tearing. So if I put this here, this is how you build. You build, you play around. Don't glue anything down until you're 100% sure that's where you want it to go. Because it's very easy to make mistakes on this. You know, I always like to angle my corners. Later on, I mean, this would look fabulous stitched, but I'm not going to stitch this now. So that will go there. And then let's do this. Sometimes I leave that in because it looks nice and you can always stick a ribbon through it. See that? See, nothing is ever straight. Look. I don't think it's supposed to be, but you know what? That's fine. I like that. And then when it opens, you've got probably a ribbon there. And I'm not even going to cut that down. What for? Look how nice it'll look when it's and probably afterwards, I wish I had a stamp this big for the 3. I could make a stamp. This is just ideas, because maybe you guys have got a stamp that's a nice big 3. I must buy one. And you could gloss it and stick it down, and even make it another tuck spot, you know? Okay. I could also make this into a pocket, because we like things that are all over the place. Oh, I know what I'm going to do with this. So instead of cutting that out, I've got my little flap on top here. No, that doesn't look nice there. It's too wide. No, I don't like that. But we could always add it How about that? What do you say to that? I rather like it here, and then I'm going to stick a pocket here. Good idea. I said it's going to be simple. And then to hide the joint there, I will either put some washi tape, lace, or sometimes you can also leave it. It just depends how it looks. So here, let's put this down in front here. Gorgeous. Let's put that up there. You actually can barely notice it. And then I like that. How wide will this be? Let's check to see if a 4x6 will fit in here. No, do I? Yes, it will. It will. That's perfect. See, I've changed my mind now. It's going somewhere else. So now I'm going to, because I'm turning this into a pocket, yes? Let's fold it. And let's cut that corner. Again, I would normally stitch this, but I will have to be content now. Oh, but then I'm covering that, aren't I? See, I hate covering stuff. Okay, no. I would rather put an acetate pocket there. So, no, I'm not happy with that. Okay, change your plan, guys. I'll find another place for that pocket. There's plenty. So here we still need you see, I can't cut this pocket down. I could cut it down some more so it's less, but I can't. Well, I don't want to. So I'm going to put this into a pocket, or make this into a pocket rather. And this one I think I'm going to make what I call anyway a lazy pocket, where I only do flaps on the side. Let's do that. So it still gives it quite a bit of space to put whatever you want in there without making it too bulky. So I'm just going to cut this quickly. There we go. And then we just put, and you see now there's nothing there. So to make your lazy pocket, I always, as I said, angle my pockets like so. Oh, you've never seen it being done. Good, Benita, so you're learning something. Like I say, normally I'll glue center then, and nothing's going to fall out. Of course, you can make a fancy border punch. You use a fancy border. So that's looking good. Looking good. I mean, there's so much I can still do here, but we just want to do the basics here. But we still got loads of room on this side. It's going to look Yeah. And we've got all this. Now I do want to make something here before. I think I'm going to use acetate. Now that's far too narrow. Unless we do that. No, I'm going to need like I say, I'm stressing because I don't have enough paper. How beautiful is that? Okay. I'm taking the plunge. I mean, you can't even buy any more of this, even if I wanted to. So let's do this. I suppose, yeah, I do have to cut it off for what I had planned in mind. Let's just cut the whole thing. Now, what did I say it is? 8 1/4. So, I'm going to make little pockets, like so. And I'm going to do them like so. You'll see what I'm doing in a moment, just to make it a bit more interesting. And no, that's too wide. So that's going to be on the inside. We should put the paper that way. Oh, it's so pretty. Pretty. Let's make each pocket, it's 4 1/4. Let's make each pocket 4 wide. So let's have a look. Wait. Let me see. My desk is piling up with stuff all around it, so you can't see. I'm trying to make it tidy. So if we go 4, does it matter? Because that's going to go like that. You'll see what I'm going to do, what I'm trying to do. And it's not like I haven't done it before, so I don't know why I'm do this. Just in case you want to stick a photograph in there. No, 4 1/2 and 5. I can't even see it on this paper. That's too big. That's fine. And let's cut that off here. Again, acetate on this would be wonderful. But I'll use acetate on when I do a tutorial. That way you don't have to try and figure out. It's just easier. And then I'm going to cut this 4 1/4. I hope I'm doing this right. If I'm not, well, too bad. Should actually have given it more leeway, but it's fine. So, yeah, that'll go like so. I wonder if I should quickly stitch it. All right, I'm not going to stitch it. What did I say this is? That's perfect. 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 by 10. Okay. And I say by 10 because I want to do, just to give it a little bit of space inside. So let me cut that out actually. I'm just going to cut 1/2 inch off here. And then this will fold in. And there is my pocket. Let's just make sure I can get these two in here. Uh-oh. I mean, there's easier ways of doing it. I'm actually doing it. Let's cut that. And then once that's folded in, is that 5? Half. It is half an inch. Yeah. I think I'll do this. One last thing maybe on here, guys. What's the time? 4:30. It's still okay for time-wise, huh? And then I will cut everything out for tomorrow so we can just glue it on, okay? So I'm not figuring things out as we go along. So this actually does need to be cut a bit more. So I'm going to keep one this size, and I'm going to take this one down to there. Let's cut this one down to here. So there'll be different sizes. Where's my small board gone? My desk is in an absolute mess as usual. Now that'll be fine. And I'm just going to cut a little bit off there. I've actually wasted paper doing it this way, but don't tell anybody. We'll just pretend that I've done this in a super efficient way, which I haven't. So that's going to go inside. Oops, wrong way. And then, before we glue it, if I could do both pockets, but I don't think so. Because I want to see where this is. And this better work. Sometimes you do stuff, and even though you've planned and plotted, it still doesn't come out right. So you make another plan. So I need to see this spine. This is also why the stitching helps. You know, if it's a very busy, dark pattern, then stitching really helps to see where you're going with this. Okay, I think you know by now where I'm going with this, for those of you who have made folios. And this is just perfect. And now you're wondering how I'm going to stick it together. So let's just take a little bit out here. And if they're not completely center, it's okay. It is okay. And then what I'll probably do with this, I'll keep these. They can be used for decorating. I can't use those, unfortunately. So now I'm going to glue it. I mean, look how nice that looks showing there. Out comes the finger. It's a good finger though, not a bad finger. Oh yeah. I also wanted to show you, especially when you're running out of paper, or you've probably guys seen me do it before, how I'm going to join these. It's just easier to glue and to put things in and out of your pockets when you angle them like this. Not everybody angles them. I just happen to do it. What can I say? Okay. So these lovely things are going to go here. Now you're thinking, how are we going to join them? For those of you that don't know. So let's use this one. Oh, it's Our Beautiful Life. Okay, maybe not. Can't use that, can't use that. I'll tell you what I'm going to use, because I can cover it, because I'm short of paper, guys. That's why I like big pads, you see. I never run short that way. So I'm going to cut my black cardstock. 2 inches is a bit too much. Again, it depends. Let's just do it. But it's a bit too much. Really 1 inch is enough, but it's fine. It'll give me 2 sheets. And again, if it's slightly squonk, it's so I can join my page. I'd rather join it to the page. I'm sure most of you have seen this before. There is nothing new under the sun. So, where am I going to put this now? I could also put these flaps. Oh no, that does look nice, doesn't it? Maybe I'll just put one here. You see, now I'm changing my mind about where I'm going to put it. Or, that's my... If I put it here. So, because it depends how you put this on, it's going to be like so. So, I'm just going to glue it. I'll cut it afterwards. Or rather, no, glue it here. More or less. No, 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 wrong way. I want it this way. Like so. Maybe I should do something easier next time. I've done it wrong again. See? Done it wrong. Should be this way. What am I doing? What am I doing? Photocopy the card. Oh, yeah, that's also true. I never photocopy stuff. But that's a good idea, Shirley. Too late now. And I'll have to do it on a postboard or a thicker paper, than copy paper. So am I doing this right now? Yes, I'm doing this right. See how you can get it wrong? Ha, ha, ha. Make sure the edges meet there. I always like to press it down, make sure it's secure. So then I will probably join this here, but I don't want to do that yet. You know why? Or maybe I'll do it this side. Yes, but I want to add more paper there. I better be careful. I don't have a lot. I keep saying that, don't I? So this one will be the same. So make sure I put it this way. Hooey. Okay, tomorrow I will prep beforehand instead of ad-libbing. Makes it less painful. And to make up for not stitching, what I'll do is I'll stitch all the ephemera now that I put in. That's also, it saves a lot of work, because stitching is a lot of work. It really is. slightly out there, but we just cut it. And let's make, I always like to secure my stuff. And then, oh, look at that. Very bad job, Ramos. Very bad job. I'm fired. I'm firing myself. You know, I do this a lot slower when I'm actually doing a journal or whatever. Yes, so that'll go very cute there. Or I'm not going to add this yet because I will add could add another. Isn't that beautiful? That'll be lovely. Or I could just add this on top of here too, you see. I mean, you know, you just got to figure it out. I mean, that'll also look amazing. Maybe I'll do that. Simple, because I need the paper for the other side. Otherwise, I'm going to be in trouble. I think I'm already in trouble, actually. Get carried away, you see. I always say I'm going to make something a small journal. I'm going to make a small journal. And it turns out humongous. But then I have lots of paper to play with. So, because we have to keep this simple. Yeah, I like that there. This is so beautiful. I love this color. And then, humdy ha, because if I'm going to put these here, I'm going to need something to hold them down, because I'm not going to, now I'm going to just do a little bit more, guys. And I have this. So, let's do this. You'll see what I'm going to do in a moment, because now you've got to think, how am I going to hold this down if I'm not going to put magnets or, you know. Let's cut that. Cut. Beautiful. Yeah. Where is it? Right there. Now, I can always add a pocket later on. Now, where's my little one gone? To keep bringing that big one. Oh, here it is on the side. So these flaps, I'm going to do it like so. It'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. I'll cover this afterwards. And then this one, I'm going to do it on the top. You know, you got to look at how your paper in the paper. These corners, let's round them. And round we go. And again, oh gosh, that nearly went flying. I do that a lot. Lose things in my hand, drop them. Gonna look fabulous. And I might still put a little pocket behind. Now, promise, this is the last thing we're doing before we end for the day. Look at these lovely bronze eyelets. They are called eyelets, aren't they? Yeah. You know what I'm going to do? Ta-ta. Here it is. And do I have any little bits and pieces? I'm going to use this guy because, yes, look how pretty that is. Now, I like to do 2 of these to make it strong, to make it like aesthetic. Is that right? Like aesthetic. Aesthetic, isn't that strong in Afrikaans? I could also, which side should I use? This side? No, I like this side. Let's do it this side. Because we need closure there, guys. One must have closure. And it just makes it stronger, firmer. Okay. My rondels, where's the other one gone? I did do 4. I know I did. Can you see where the other, roundel went? Let me just cut another one. Seriously. This bottle is coming to an end. Of course, I do have another one. Oops, that's a bit too much glue. But no, this one. How beautiful is that? Give it a moment to glue. And then, let's get everything out the way. Now I'm probably going to find the other rondel. Oh, here it is, look. But I'll keep that because I'll probably do this somewhere else. We use these a lot in my handy tool. I love this tool. So we're going to put you more or less again in the middle. We're not going to get too hyped up about it. And then we are going to, let's see, about there. Oops. Yeah. Beautiful. More or less in the middle. It doesn't even have to be in the middle. Sometimes I will do it slightly up or slightly down, whatever blows your hair back. And let's go down. Oh, just a little bit more. Have I got the right? Because the other day, no, see, I haven't done it right. Okay, I don't know why it's standing up, but it is. All right, put your hands around your ears. Here we go. Let's do the other one. Now I've lost that rondel. No, here's the rondel. And then I will glue this on before I put those other thingamajigs in. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. Tell your mum. There we go. Almost done for today. More or less. Almost done. Okay. Let's do this, ladybugs. Yes. That was my stomach complaining. Mm-hmm. 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 Do the next one. Oh boy, did I do it the right way? I didn't even check. I'm just, oh, this is supposed to go. No, this is fine. Oh, thank goodness. Because there is a right way for this because of the pattern, you know. I thought I had done it wrong. Yeah, perfect. Perfecto. Now move the whole thing. Look at this. How fabulous is that, people? One last fabulosity now to put on. Let's do this. Let's do this. Labels, if you want to support me, you can go to my coffee page and support me if you like. That way I can carry on bringing you. Let's just bring it in. You see, I need to, because I haven't added leeway here. So, now we're going to make sure this fits. Yes, it's perfect. Let's put a link for our coffee page. I do have new and better DigiKits coming out. I just need to open my Etsy shop. I think it'll be easier. Yeah, look at that. That's looking really spiffing, people. And then I can put still another pocket there. I mean, it's just endless. And of course, this is going to be covered. Sorry, my maid Tam is just saying bye. Yeah, they can just phone me from the gate, Tam. Ciao. Have a nice weekend. So look at that. And now, of course, I don't have it here, but the next time you see this, I will put ribbon or something to keep this closed. So we have this so far, so it's quite interesting. And then we will cover this. I think I will make a little pocket here, you know. So we kind of have our first layer on this. There's not going to be another layer. Well, I suppose I could put another layer if I really wanted to. Whatever. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah. And then, and we've done this. We've done quite a bit, actually, considering. And that'll go up there, but there is lots to do, and I'm really worried about paper. Oh, we will see what we will see. Maybe I'll only do this folio. Now I think I can do another small folio. 2, 3, 6, 6, 6. Yeah, and I've got this. So that will go there, and that will go there. What am I doing? Oh no, that goes there. Sorry. Yeah, can you see that? So there's nothing there, so it's looking a bit flat. But yeah, it's looking good. And then this, imagine it. No, this is going to go. What's wrong here? Okay, there. Well, that's the spine, which is fine. But for some reason, it's looking very big. What have I done, guys? Look. How did I do that? It's bigger than the spine. What am I? Call me names. You may call me names. I'm just laughing. I will make another cover because I've made it big instead of narrow. and it's too late to do anything about it. No, I can't change it now, but that's fine. Okay, there's going to be a change of plans because, oh my goodness, what have I done? Can you see what I did? Okay, this is now going to be, I don't know why, how did I do it wrong? Did you see me cutting it wrong? Were you thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, she's, what is she doing? What is this stupid woman doing? Instead of 5 1/4, cut it 6 3/4. So yeah, you can call me names. Okay, so this is a video, live, where you don't do what I do. You just kind of do what I say. So make sure you cut it. I will use this. I mean, this is not going to go to waste. In fact, I'll probably finish sewing it and I'll show it to you. Maybe I'll sell it as is with a topper on it to make it pretty. Okay, please tell me you're at least laughing. Right, guys, thanks so much for joining me, even though I've made a humongous mistake. And I will see you tomorrow at about 3 p.m. as well. And yeah, I'll have things cut out. That way I won't make mistakes like this, you see. Can't cover up your mistakes on a live. Ciao, guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. I'm trying to end it. Now it doesn't want to end. There we go.